Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity and resilience. It's a question that delves deep into the human experience, touching on fundamental aspects of our emotional well-being and sense of connection. From the earliest stages of life, we seek closeness and emotional bonds with others, driven by an inherent need for belonging and understanding. Intimacy goes beyond mere physical contact. It encompasses a profound sense of emotional closeness, vulnerability, and trust. The desire for intimacy is ingrained in our DNA, shaping the way we form relationships and seek out meaningful connections in our lives. Understanding intimacy cravings. Intimacy is a fundamental aspect of human connection that goes beyond physical closeness. It involves emotional bonding, vulnerability, and trust between individuals. Understanding intimacy requires looking at it from both biological and psychological perspectives to grasp the complexity of our cravings for closeness. Definition of intimacy. Intimacy can be defined as a deep connection between individuals that encompasses emotional, physical, and psychological closeness. It involves sharing personal thoughts, feelings, and experiences in a safe and trusting environment. Intimacy is not solely about romantic relationships but can also be present in friendships, familial bonds, and other close connections. Biological basis of intimacy cravings. Biologically, humans are wired to seek intimacy and connection with others. The hormone oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone, plays a crucial role in fostering intimacy and strengthening social bonds. When we engage in intimate interactions, such as hugging or sharing personal stories, oxytocin is released, leading to feelings of trust and closeness. Psychological aspects of intimacy cravings. On a psychological level, intimacy cravings stem from our innate need for companionship, understanding, and support. Humans are social beings who thrive on connection, and intimacy fulfills our need for emotional security and validation. Lack of intimacy can lead to feelings of loneliness, isolation, and mental health issues, highlighting the importance of nurturing intimate relationships in our lives. By acknowledging the biological and psychological underpinnings of intimacy, we can cultivate richer, more fulfilling relationships that satisfy our cravings for closeness and emotional intimacy. Impact of childhood experiences. Childhood experiences play a vital role in shaping our adult behaviors and emotional responses, including our cravings for intimacy. These formative years set the foundation for how we relate to others and seek closeness in relationships. Attachment theory and intimacy cravings. Attachment theory suggests that the bonds we form with caregivers in early childhood influence our attachment styles in adult relationships. Those who had secure attachments as children tend to seek out intimacy and closeness in a healthy manner. On the other hand, individuals with insecure attachment styles may struggle with intimacy cravings, seeking validation and connection to fill emotional gaps from childhood. Trauma and intimacy cravings. Childhood trauma can have a profound impact on how we navigate relationships and intimacy as adults. Traumatic experiences in childhood, such as abuse, neglect, or abandonment, can lead to deep-seated emotional wounds that manifest in intense cravings for intimacy. These individuals may seek out relationships as a way to fill a void or seek comfort and validation that was lacking in their formative years. By recognizing how our early years shape our relationship patterns, we can begin to heal past wounds and cultivate healthier, more fulfilling connections in our adult lives. Social and cultural influences. In our modern society, the craving for intimacy is often influenced by various social and cultural factors. Let's delve into two key aspects that shape our perceptions and desires when it comes to intimacy. Media and intimacy perception. The media plays a pivotal role in shaping our understanding of intimacy. Through movies, TV shows, and social media, we are constantly bombarded with images and narratives of idealized relationships. These portrayals often depict romantic gestures, grand gestures of love, and perfect relationships, which can create unrealistic expectations about intimacy. This can blur the lines between genuine intimacy and superficial relationships, leading individuals to seek out physical intimacy without the emotional depth that truly fulfills their cravings. Gender roles and intimacy cravings. Gender roles also significantly influence how we perceive and experience intimacy. Societal expectations around masculinity and femininity can impact how individuals express their intimacy cravings. For example, traditional gender norms may dictate that men should be strong and assertive while women should be nurturing and emotional, which can limit the ways individuals feel comfortable expressing their intimacy needs. Furthermore, societal pressures around gender roles can create a sense of shame or guilt for individuals whose intimacy cravings do not align with these prescribed roles. Breaking free from these stereotypes and embracing a more fluid and inclusive view of intimacy can lead to more authentic and fulfilling connections. As we navigate the complexities of social and cultural influences on our intimacy cravings, it's important to question the narratives we consume and the roles we are expected to play in relationships. By challenging outdated norms and exploring intimacy on our own terms, we can foster deeper connections and create spaces for genuine emotional fulfillment. Hormonal and neurotransmitter factors. Intimacy cravings are not merely based on emotions but are deeply rooted in the chemical processes of our bodies. Two key factors influencing our craving for intimacy are oxytocin and dopamine. Oxytocin and intimacy. Oxytocin, often dubbed the love hormone, plays a significant role in fostering intimacy and bonding among individuals. This hormone is released in various social interactions, such as hugging, kissing, or even during childbirth and breastfeeding. Oxytocin promotes trust, empathy, and attachment, making us crave closeness and connection with others. The more oxytocin released in our bodies, the stronger our desire for intimacy becomes, driving us to seek out meaningful relationships and emotional connections. Dopamine and intimacy cravings. Dopamine, known as the feel-good neurotransmitter, is closely linked to pleasure, reward, and motivation. When we experience moments of intimacy, our brains release dopamine, creating a sense of euphoria and reinforcement. This sensation of pleasure encourages us to seek out more intimate experiences, as our brains associate intimacy with positive feelings and rewards. The anticipation of intimacy triggers dopamine release, fueling our desire for closeness and intensifying our cravings for intimate connections. Understanding the intricate interplay between oxytocin and dopamine sheds light on why we yearn for intimacy on both a physical and emotional level. These hormonal and neurotransmitter factors drive our innate desire for closeness, connection, and the unbreakable bond that intimacy brings into our lives. Stay tuned for Part 2, where we'll delve deeper into specific strategies and practices for nurturing intimacy and creating deeper connections. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.